Hold it up. One more time.
There's a
Look over here, Ryan.
Okay, you get a picture. Come on.
you walk straight across.
Well, if we could get everyone to gather up around here for a few minutes, we'll share some fishtails.
You want to come on over there behind them? Stand up behind them over there?
Come on, Mason.
On three, everyone's going to say, go fish, right?
Now, I don't see the guy. There he is that caught the first fish.
That's it.
Some species are real active and some
Okay, go ahead and have a seat right there.
in a deep pool.
All right. Everybody ready?
Okay.
Good. Look right over here. Come on. Ready? Big smile. Do it again. No, everyone look right over here. Right over here. Big smile. Say go fish. Big smile. Say go fish. Oh, come on. Work with me here. Go fish. One more time. Go fish.
Go fish.
Go
There you
fish.
go.
Come on. Go fish. Let's hear it real loud.
1, 2, 3.
Go fish.
Great. Hey, you guys can stay right where you are if you want, because
After we're done, I want to get a picture of you with this little fella in this fishing.
Isn't that great?
Great.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll move right over by the
And
water's edge.
I even may have to talk you into sending me a copy.
Not a lot of snow. They drive out on the ice.
Whereas,
there.
okay,
Going to have a special picture because of that rod that you made there.
yes. Should we just visit a little while
Yeah,
and then?
yeah, let's visit and then.
Okay, well, I know that it's your first fish, right? Yep. And where's Dad?
Right.
There he is. Now, has Dad ever caught a fish?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Yeah. So, okay, who caught their first fish? Anybody else catch their first fish today? Raise your hand.
No.
Ryan? Yeah. We could tell that he was experienced just by the way he could cast. And tell me what kind of fish you caught.
I caught perch and bluegill and
A perch and a bluegill. Well, that's really, really neat. A sunfish. Who else caught it? What kind of fish did you catch, Andrea?
bluegill.
A bluegill. Now, we want the real scoop. Has Dad ever caught a fish?
Never.
No. Now, I wonder how many guys have caught their fish before their father did. Not very many. You're not going to live that one down, you know, for a while. Okay, important things today about fishing and learning about fish habitat and where they live in the water and stuff, that how important it is for us to take care of the lakes and the rivers and the forests, so fish always have a healthy place to live, so the water's always clean and they have plenty of food to eat, and that's taking care of the land. And that's one of the things we do at the Forest Service, is take care of the land, and that's why we're out here to all take care of the land and to all have a lot of fun and enjoy it, because that's really important. And before we give out prizes, I want to give a special thanks to the Forest Service employees here and all the other volunteers that helped put this together. This is, thank you all for doing that. Let's give these folks a hand. Okay, everybody got a packet this morning, and now we're going to give a few people something else for a few things. Now, there was somebody here that caught a crayfish. Who caught the crayfish? 2 people caught crayfish?
Yep. It takes teamwork.
It takes teamwork. Well, come on up here then, each of you.
Young man with the pole, right?
Yeah.
So give
Yeah.
one of these to keep.
Okay.
Crayfish.
Okay. Come on up here. Those two for the crayfish. You get this, and now for the most innovative fishing rod. Where is Howard Morgan? Have you seen this?
Yes, I was looking at it earlier.
Have you seen the hook on this? Yeah.
Isn't that the kind you fished when you were younger?
Well, sort of, but the where's Randy? Randy, you know, your son here is going to be the next CEO of a major fishing tackle company. You can tell here. But for that, I just want to give you this prize for the most creative fishing rod.
Thank you.
So let's get a picture. Let's give him a hand. Okay, now who's
The biggest fish?
the biggest fish?
Okay,
Kathy.
the biggest fish is Ryland Saban. He caught an 8-inch perch.
Ryland. What does he get now? Come on up, Ryland. Congratulations for catching the biggest fish. Okay, and that's what you get. It's the story of Smokey, and it teaches you to be careful with fire when you're camping and anytime you're out in the woods. In fact, you should be careful with fire all the time. So thank you for coming over and joining us this morning.
Right over here. Ryland, look right over here. Ready?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, and the next one?
We got the most fish and we win.
Andre, the most fish. Well, for the most fish, well, Ryland Saban also caught the most fish.
And the next category is the most fish. Ryland, so you get this nice T-shirt. See this?
You gotta grow into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Congratulations. And how many did you really catch now?
3.
3 fish. Well, great. Now that's not bad for an hour's fishing. Thank you. Okay. And the next category.
The smallest is Andre Barney.
Okay. And the smallest,
That's the smallest. Yep.
but most important, the first. Yeah. Yeah. Congratulations, and thank you for joining us. And there's a story of Smokey Bear. Okay. Well, that takes care of the fishing awards this morning. So I just want to thank you all for coming out. And again, those of you that did all the work, John, your staff, and Lynn, and some of the folks, George, thank you. And I hope you kids all have a wonderful day and go back out and catch some fish.
Thank you,
You know-
for coming.
Yes.
As you leave, I want to make sure we recognize some of the sponsors of the event, including Drake Outdoors, the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, Al's Minnow Farm, and Fishing Has No Boundaries. Thanks to all of you for helping us put on this event. Thanks again to the volunteers from the Forest Service who helped.
Hey kids, let's give a big round of applause for the adults that helped us. Okay, let's say thank you. Yes.
And all of
Mike,
you
if I can
who
get you and
borrowed a
Zach.
fishing rod and a pole to go
Okay.
fishing
Come on
today,
out.
if you just bring
Over by
them
the
over
edge there so we got a
to
nice
this
picture.
table.
Okay.
Come on over here, Zach.
Can you hold this? Sure, I'll hang on.
Yep, and if you'd like to have your picture taken with Woodsy,
The crayfish
stick
salad,
around
okay?
and Woodsy will do that with
And
So
you.
we
hold
got-
up that reel. That reel is
Yeah,
great.
isn't that? And did you see the hook?
What the hook?
It's a
Oh my
hawthorn.
goodness. Oh boy.
Isn't that a classic?
That is absolutely beautiful. Boy, you really went all out on this thing.
I'll bet Dad helped with the reel though,
bet he
didn't he?
What?
I bet your dad helped with the reel, didn't he? I was gonna.
Yeah, he cut the pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bring it over. We'll take a. Thank you.
Would you like to put a T-shirt on so you look like you're part of the event? That might be fun, huh?
That's cool.
What do you think?
Sure.
You can just slip your other one off and we'll put that one on. Or you put it on top, whatever you like. But that way everybody will know what you've been doing this morning.
Go fish. All right.
Okay. Since you made it, you can hold it out here, and we'll take a
Great.
look at this. I like this. Who?
Did that flash quick?
No, I know your dad helped you with the reel, but did you cut this too? Did you get this out of the woods?
Yeah.
Yeah, from a
Hope you had a
from
permit
thaw-
for it.
Yeah.
We got one in our yard.
You got one in your yard. That's good. And this is wrapped with, is it yarn? And then you put glue on it? And these are made out of just just some wire that you had at home?
Yeah, it's picture wire.
Yeah, it's pretty
Great.
neat. Well, congratulations. That is a wonderful...
Isn't that a great thing?
Christopher,
Run back and grab my notebook, okay?
it's a squirrel.
Oh, cool.
Isn't
Oh, never
this-
mind, I have it.
That's the way I am.
And what's your name?
Zach Carlson.
Zach? Z-A-C-H?
Yeah.
C-A-R-L-S.
Yeah.
Oh, and where are you from, Zach?
Heyward.
Hayward?
He's fourth. What's your teacher's name? Do you know?
Mrs. Kirchner.
Mrs. Kirchner, huh? Well, I went to high school in Heyward, too.
Do you remember, Mike?
Not that I'm aware of. Although the chairman of the county commission here is Nate DeLong. He was principal when I was in high school. I'm just delighted to see him.
Gee, is Nate still around?
Yeah,
God.
yeah. Nate's a 6'9".
Yeah,
Remember Nate? Quite a basketball player
Yep.
in his day. Yeah.
sure was. Well, I will be at the Fishing Hall of Fame at 2:30 for the press conference.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
good. We'll look forward to seeing
Interested
you.
in hearing that.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
do
you.
that. Yeah, you bet. Do
Mike,
that.
can I give you something? This is something that we worked really.
This is where I grew up, right here,
I don't think I can take
and this is property that I own right here.
Okay. We looked it up on the
cooperative effort.
plat book, my husband and I.
Yeah.
I've been here at Heyward for 20 years. You probably don't remember me when I first started here. You were doing research, I think. I was at Black Lake at the time.
Black.
See you out
Yeah.
there. I was working in the campgrounds or something.
Yeah. That's a neat place, interesting place now to fold this up right.
Oh, yeah, they did it different. Wait, let's see. It goes like this.
Well, you know, there's a lot of different events. This particular event, you know, a lot of the folks in the district, like Kathy Moe, really was the local.
Is your daughter here?
Carrie.
Carrie. Where'd Carrie?
She's so disappointed. She thinks she's Miss Fisher person and she didn't catch a fish.
Oh.
So she's very sad. But
As big as this?
Take these out of the nets when they're alive, and they milk them.
They
They take the eggs,
take-
and spawn out. They fertilize. They fertilize the eggs and
Raise little ones in the hatchery.
I see. I see.
actually you've done that.
Yes. Yeah, done some of that. So that's just so you know that
Yeah.
this, you know,
But a fish
fish stories have reputations, but there is a little bit of fact
I
to it.
have to take this back. So.
And how big are yours?
I don't have one quite that big. Mine is 46 inches. This one is 51. So it's
That's pretty close,
It's about
actually.
that wide.
Yeah, that's really close. That's really, really close. Yeah, this is a nice specimen. I still want to go up in the mouth of that big one. Where is it? I can't even see it.
Do you know that
The big
that
muskie.
this is culture is such that
Where'd you get my
video, so
Well.
we'll be showing it afterwards.
How are ya?
And again tomorrow.
Good.
So you
Good
will
to
have
see
another
you.
opportunity
Leaving in the morning.
to see this new Forest Service video.
You need a copy of this?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know if you had one. Okay, that's it. There's talking points in the actual grant is there.
Who do I present this to? The forest supervisor?
So I saw it was you because I.
Okay.
So how are you doing, Chief?
Well, hey, I just ran a team of horses out there.
Did you really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Say, as long as we got a captive, we've got a number of things going on between 6 and 7, including pie and ice cream. And just want to make sure that you get an opportunity to participate in this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming in to see the good old days and see this presentation this afternoon. My name is Dave Thorson. I've been working on this project along with Andy Whitwer over the past year, as well as a number of other volunteers. And so we hope everybody. So I hope everybody's enjoyed our efforts here this afternoon. And right now, I'm going to turn it over to Andy for a few minutes for a few words.
Hi, I'm Andy Marple-Whitwer, and I'm just so glad to see all you folks here, and we're just so excited to see Mike come back home. He's a moose guy, and it's just wonderful to have him come home.
She left the lake out. I grew up in Moose Lake.
And to take time out of his very busy schedule. My mom wanted to be here today. She said that nice Dombey boy is going to be coming back. And that nice Dombey boy really is a nice Dombey boy. Mr. Dombeck, when he was very young, impressed both of my parents very much. And they always said that he was going places. And you know, you look at the nice face in the Visitor magazine and you say, oh, nice boy, he sure writes good. And you read his stuff every 2 weeks when the paper comes out, and you say, gee, what a nice boy. And years later, you suddenly realize that, gosh, that nice boy is like an important nice guy. And I guess it teaches you the importance of keeping track of each other in a small town and just staying with everything. We're just so thrilled to have him here, and I hope you guys will give him a great reception today, and you'll be again tonight with us at the John Philip Sousa concert. We wanted to give him a t-shirt and his own good old days sesquicentennial mug, and these are going to be donated by us to him for coming all the way from Washington, D.C. And all of his crew, and thanks to all of them, and thanks to the guy from all of you folks from the Forest Service, and from the DNR, and from the National Park Service. They've been with us all along in the planning process of this project. Just thank you so much, everybody.
Okay, well, I've got a little experience with the Forest Service myself, 21 years, so I know what these guys do for a living, and they're a pretty good bunch of folks. So we've had a lot of assistance from the local Forest Service people and the regional people and the forest people over our 4-day event. We sure want to thank them for that, and thank their big boss in Washington, D.C., Mr. Mike Dombeck. And I guess without saying anything else, Mike, are you here?
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
There you go.
Thank
nice
you.
Dombeck boy.
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
He
Hey,
hasn't
how are you?
changed a bit.
Yeah, good.
Welcome back to Heyward.
Thank
nice
you.
to meet you.
Well, I thank you, and what a pleasure it is to be back home here, sort of getting renewed and reconnecting with the old friends that I haven't seen for a long time, and some really old friends like James Klippel back there, my high school physics teacher. Jim, I want you to know that my daughter is in the audience, and she got an A in physics. And that's something that I can't brag of having. I think I got a B. But we had a lot of fun. At any rate, it just is a wonderful. I had some neat experiences today. A couple of things that Heyward is important for is I watched a youngster about 8 years old catch his first fish. And the interesting thing was that his dad had never caught a fish, and neither had his brother or sister. And you know what that family is going to be doing from here on out. And the second thing I got to do is I got to at least hold on to the reins of Jim Paddock's draft horse. And I was telling Jim how as a kid out at Moose Lake, one of the things that we used to get to do was to ride the workhorses from logging job to logging job. But I had never had any experience pulling logs. So I need more practice, I know, Jim, but that's okay. We appreciate doing that. I think this is symbolic of the importance of what the forests and the open space and the public lands have to this county. And people said, well, it's hot in that tent. I said, I know it's hot in that tent. I won't talk very long, but this Sawyer County crowd, they're a tough bunch, and we can deal with that. The 191 million acres of National Forest System lands across the United States, I think, are of increasing importance to all Americans. It's a quality of life thing. It's an open space thing. It's a fish and wildlife habitat. It's hunting and fishing and stable local economies and wood fiber and recreation opportunities. And there are social changes going all around us as I look at the Moose Lake area. And I want to just give you one example of how the social changes have occurred. I owned a place right next to some property that Larry Briggs has. And when I bought the place in 1968, the picture window faced the road. Right, Larry? And all the places were built that way. And about the mid-60s, the American values changed. We began to appreciate the scenic beauty of the area, the wildlife, and all those houses turned around, and now the picture windows face the lake. And I think that exemplifies some of the changes that have gone on. And you know, some of those changes have not been comfortable. And one of the things in this job, and I've been in this job now about 18 months, is we get embroiled in a lot of controversy. And this is why we developed the Natural Resources Agenda, that we have a video that we want to show you. See, I figure you've heard me talk enough here in Heyward. So, and then it's really the direction that the Forest Service is going, tied around watershed values, tied around recreation values, tied around values of sustainable forest management, and dealing with all the issues that we deal with. So I will stop talking, and let's take a look at a video about the Forest Service Natural Resources Agenda, developed by Forest Service employees, experts in what they do, constituency groups that we deal with. So George, let's roll it. Public lands belong to you, the national forests across the country, and we are one of the very few developed nations where just by being born here in the United States, you're the automatic owner of a few acres of public land, and it's our responsibility to take care of it, to maintain it, and make sure that our children, our grandchildren have the same opportunities as we've had, and the appreciation to enjoy the out of doors. And it's just not those of us that grew up here in Sawyer County, but people all across the country that really care. As we developed the Natural Resources Agenda, one of the things that I focused on was in an organization of 30,000 employees, how is it that you encourage people to move forward with an agenda like that? And I have a method that I want to ask Lynn Roberts to come up for. I decided to start a grants program. And I'm here to announce today that the Chequamegon National Forest is going to receive the first Chiefs grant for the Natural Resources Agenda for a project entitled Linkages in the North Country, Enhancing Keystone Species Through Exhibit and Demonstration. And one of the key criteria, in addition to fitting the Natural Resources Agenda, was partnerships and working with people, and because people are our delivery system. All the people that use the resource, that appreciate the resource. And the partners in this project are, in addition to the Forest Service, the Great Lakes Indian Fish and Wildlife Commission, the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point, Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, U.S. Navy, National Park Service, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, the Wisconsin State Historical Society, and the area chambers of commerce. And I'm here, Lynn, to present you with $45,000 as our contribution to move forward.
Thank you.
So, thank you. And just a special thanks again for the recognition. It's just wonderful to be able to come back home and meet old friends and see the progress that's occurred here in the Heyward area and see people still having fun catching fish, enjoying the outdoors, and running draft horses and all those things that we do. So thank you all and have a wonderful afternoon. Congratulations.
Thank you. Great, we'll get some more. Next
Get some
year.
more. Good.
Okay, good.
Well, 70% of forests in the United States are in private ownership.
Right.
You know, the national forests or even state forests are not going to carry the needs, and the rate. Another important point that I think you probably know is the rate of tract size diminution. You know that we've got 9 million private woodland owners in the United States.
Yes.
And
tract size.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
And I think, you know, one of the most important things that we can do is provide the technical expertise to work with private landowners through programs like the Stewardship Incentive Plan and all of those programs. And part of what I'm doing is pushing the state and private program, not only urban forestry, but also assistance to private landowners, because the bulk of the recreation opportunities, wood production, is still going to come off of private lands.
Thanks very much, Mike. Really appreciate it.
Hey, I don't know if you remember me, Rolf Swanson.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
It's been a while.
Yeah, yes. I was thinking about 1965 you graduated?
Yes.
Yeah.
66.
66.
Yeah, what year was
67.
You're 67.
I was in your Phi Ed class, I think, a few of the Phi Ed classes.
Just wanted to tell you, I was born in 1918, in February, and in July of 1918, I've been coming up here. I only missed 2 years when I was overseas in the Navy, and so I've had 80 years of this country here now. Sure, God's country.
Yeah, well, that's and where do you stay when you come out here?
I've been on Round Lake ever since 1918. I've got a house out there.
Yeah.
It's my home.
Well, great. Take care.
You have a lot of people to see, but I want to say you're doing a heck of a job.
Well,
I live in the UP now, but I follow the Ottawa, and now I'm in Iron Mountain, so I follow.
What do you do?
Work for the state of Michigan. Rehab counselor.
Yeah, I see.
And I'm in a number of environmental groups and whatever, but I think we have to take a balanced view of it, and you're doing a great job with that.
Well, appreciate that. Thank you.
Sure. I'll let you meet up.
Dick Feaster.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
It's been a while, huh?
It's been a long
Yeah.
time, Mike. Good. Congratulations. You've really
Well,
done
thank
great.
you.
And not only done great personally, but I like what you're doing.
Well.
We've all grew up in the woods
Yeah.
and developed, and we need to take care of them.
That's right. Yeah. It's important.
Fantastic.
See you again
Good.
soon.
Take care.
Okay. These are my next door neighbors.
Yeah.
I got to watch out for.
How are you?
This is Mike Dombeck.
Nice to meet you.
Terry's the lady in my life, Mike.
Well, pleasure to see you.
Aren't I lucky?
Yes, I'll say. Yeah, he's lucky.
Stepping through there and getting a picture of you in front of our LOA display.
Okay, sure.
Propaganda.
Hi, Sam.
Mike, just wanted to say hi.
You're looking good.
Yeah.
Do you know that Harry Smith is still living?
That's what I was going to
And
ask you.
I haven't seen him, but I was in Point in April, and they say he's hardly changed a bit. He's still hitting the used car lots and all that. Take care.
Take care now.
We'll see
Thanks for
you.
watching my little video, and you're doing a great job,
Thank
partner.
you. Take care.
We'll see you.
I'll just say, Tom, I'm just a local, and it's nice to have a local guy in the head here.
Thank you.
We got your money now. You can just go fishing.
Okay, you got the money, huh?
Yeah.